Right, right. Yeah, and what's a bad list? I mean,
Well,
that's
right.
I mean, there's certainly cybersecurity, child sexual abuse material, all those things are definitely bad things. And I want to not let people do bad things, but people do bad things, and how do we prevent it? It's this round and round, and it is an ongoing, cat and mouse game. And but yeah, for me, I have no need for Fable 5. I certainly have no, I mean, I don't even pay for any LLM model, I'm
You're
not,
doing great.
I,
Just great, Dan. That's awesome.
I just struggle along. But so for me, it's kind of an easy decision. Like I don't need to do that. But iOS 27 coming out, new Siri advancements. How long until the that our phones determine, or whatever device we're using at the time, if well you're only 15, you only get this much access to the on-device LLM, or on-device model or whatever, and then you pass a gate of age, and then that doesn't seem like a long way off, where you get
No, no,
access to
not
higher level,
probably not.
so.
One of the things Apple, like I said, was they have their private compute cloud. What do they call it?
Mhm.
Privacy cloud,
Private
something.
cloud compute, I think. Yeah.
Private cloud compute. That's the word. And that you know, uh, developers would get access to it with some limits.
Mm.
Um, but then I've heard people talking. I haven't seen this yet. I don't know where they saw this, but that the limits would be, or that it's only going to be available if you've had less than 2 million downloads or something.
Hmm.
And like I know some developers complain, like, well, I had this thing I put out in 2015 or 2011 that definitely had a lot of downloads. Didn't make me any money. Certainly doesn't affect me in any way today. But nonetheless, I can't use this thing because
Interesting.
and if I do use the thing and then I get a bunch of downloads, then what? It's going to stop working, or
Yeah, which defeats the whole purpose. Yeah, I made a tool that
which
works.
defeats the whole
Now
purpose.
it's
Right,
using too
right.
much compute.
Now it's using too much and I can't use it. So
Yeah,
hopefully that's hopefully
yeah,
that gets figured out. But
yeah, yeah.
um, yeah, I don't know. So as far as that goes, I don't know. I think we're in a weird spot, and everything's kind of in flux. And I think
It is.
trying to navigate it kind of thoughtfully and a little bit
Yeah,
cautiously, I think, is probably
yeah.
the right approach.
To maybe wrap this up, we're pushing our time again. Our 30-minute time that we try to do is really getting hard. But to do a little bit of navel gazing, this stuff is all really interesting to me. That another friend of mine and I were talking about how, like, what a time to be alive. Like, for my whole life experience, and maybe whenever you're born is whenever you're born, and you think what a time to be alive. But the technology, the advancements that I've seen in my lifetime, and to see this, and to see it from the beginning, whatever this is, this smart text completion, or AI, or to see the changes of when Google came about, and like you can
Oh gosh, yeah.
right.
I had my grandmother was born, I think, in 1904, lived to 2008,
Okay.
something like that. So 104
Hmm.
roughly. And I remember thinking about all the things that she saw in her life because she
Yeah.
had, they were people were mostly using horses when she was a
Hmm.
young child. And then, okay, so now we have horses, we have cars, we have airplanes, radio, TV,
Yeah.
and phones, internet, satellite things like, oh my gosh, all these
Right.
things. And I remember thinking, like, gosh, like, so much change, and now that I'm here in the world, nothing's happening anymore. That's what
It
I
is,
thought,
but it,
but I didn't realize that at the
yeah.
time. Um and yeah, and it turns out, no, a lot is happening, and it's still happening very, very quickly, much quicker even than that time, for sure. And uh
Yeah.
it is a
Yeah.
remarkable time to be alive.